Have you ever tried flying VFR in VR in Microsoft Flight Simulator 24? And you feel like, well, something's missing? There's no real audio, no immersion, it's just silence. Well, except for the aircraft engine. Well, just this week, BeyondATC came with VFR. And that makes VFR flying in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 feel like almost real. So today I'll show you exactly how to set it up, how it works in VR, and if it's actually worth using it as a beginner. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike, VirtuSim. So if you're into Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 in VR, especially flying general aviation, this is something you really want to know about. Today we're diving into BeyondATC VFR, but especially in VR. So what it is, how to use it, and how it transforms your immersion. And don't worry, we're keeping this beginner friendly. So even if you've never touched ATC before, you'll be good. Now, what is BeyondATC VFR? First things first, what is BeyondATC? BeyondATC is an advanced AI-driven ATC system that replaces the default in-sim ATC. Here's the key difference. Instead of robotic, repetitive instructions, you get natural sounding, dynamic radio communication. Now, for VFR specifically, you are not following strict IFR routes. You're flying visually. You're looking outside, navigating landmarks, flying freely, right? And now with BeyondATC, they support that by letting you request a VFR flight, request touch and goes. You can communicate with the ATC, and so you will stay immersed during your flight, especially in VR, without breaking VR. Now, what is it all about? If you do the update from BeyondATC and you are on the experimental branch, so if you have the supporters package from BeyondATC, you can change your settings here at your account, change it here to experimental, and you will see down here that it is version 1.9.0 experimental. Now, you come in here at the main window and you will see this is normal IFR. This is the main window. If you used BeyondATC before, this is your main window. This is my SimBrief pilot ID. But now you get IFR and VFR. Now you have to make a flight plan. You can do that with SimBrief, and then it will use your pilot ID. Or on the world map. So you have to make a flight plan on the world map. Or you can make a flight plan file with LittleNav map or any other software where you can make a flight plan. Okay? So you can even do it with Navigraph charts, and then export it as a Microsoft Flight Simulator flight plan, and then use that one. Once you've done that, you load in the sim, you're on the airport like I'm now, and then you hit the fly button like this, and it will
Beyond
be loading,
ATC connected.
loading the weather and traffic and all these things. And then you are good to go. Now, before we dive into all of that, let's make it, let it finish first. There we go, completed, and here we are. So you can now see there's other traffic here. This is where I am. And you have here the ATIS ground and everything. Okay. We're not connected yet, but this is for later, because I'm going to show this one in VR. This is your normal 2D panel, but in VR you can't see this. All right, so if you want to know more, go to the BeyondATC homepage and you will find the BeyondATC Help Center, and everything about VFR is listed here. Now, you can read this for yourself. It's all work in progress. It is an experimental feature. All right. So what is supported in this first stage of this experimental feature, which is coming later in a few months? Now, BeyondATC Stage 1 VFR release covers controlled airport operations. Now, you can see it here. VFR departures from gate or ramp parking, circuit patterns with ATC sequencing, VFR arrivals joining the circuit from outside, touch and go, full stop, low approach, stop and go, integration with IFR traffic, with go-arounds, orbit holds, extend downwind, intersection departures, so mid-runway, and you can ask for an intersection departure, regional phraseology only for the US, the UK, and Australia. So the flight plan import, talked about that. Call sign shortening for general aviation aircraft. Change circuit intention, runway or circuit direction mid-flight. And there are some menu buttons for faster interaction. You have to report traffic inside if there's some traffic, if you're sequenced behind the other traffic, and something more. But most important, what's not supported yet? So uncontrolled airports are not supported. So there's no CTAF, no Unicom or self-announced procedures. VFR flight following is not supported yet. Control zone transits is not supported. En route VFR assistance, that's not there. And there is no AI VFR traffic in this stage of BeyondATC VFR. Now, down here you can see the whole phraseology, regional difference, and at a glance, and setting up your flight. So you set up your flight using the world map, load into the sim. Departure and arrival airports are extracted. No SIDs or start procedures are used for VFR. You can use a plan or little navmap plan file, and you can use SimBrief. All right. So the BeyondATC main menu now has a separate IFR and VFR sections. Well, we showed you that in the beginning. So the complete VFR flow, the section walks through a full VFR departure and pattern flight step by step with regional difference called out at each stage. So first you get your startup. Now, in the US, there's no separate startup step. Contact ground directly to request taxi. All right, so that see step 2. If you attempt a startup call, BeyondATC will redirect you to ground frequency. So request taxi. Now a US example, a UK example, and an Australian example. So if you want to do close traffic, so it's ground November 123 Alpha Bravo Cessna 172 request taxi for close traffic. That's all. Or ground November 123 Alpha Bravo Cessna 172 request taxi for VFR departure if you want to fly to another tower controlled airport. Now in the UK it's a little bit different, and in Australia it's also a little bit different. So know these differences between the different regions, but you can find it all in here. Now then you get your intersection departure, that's optional. You can read all about it here, and I'll leave the links in the description below the video. All right, so another thing which is mandatory for you VR users, VR pilots, if you go to the BeyondATC homepage, the website beyondatc.net, you come in here, click download, and then you can download here the BeyondATC toolbar for Microsoft Flight Simulator. This one has been updated to version 2.0. Download it, put it in your community folder using add-on linker or anything else, or directly in your community folder. And you can use the new toolbar, which works with the updated BeyondATC app. All right, so now that we've made a flight plan, and I made a flight plan here at Truckee Airport, and just doing some traffic pattern work, okay? Now, what I will do is I will use premium voices, so you can enjoy the best voices that BeyondATC has. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I'm using model matching priority. I've got AIG and FSLTL. I don't have FS traffic installed, so I'm using these two. Traffic is all set at 5, so it's not that much. And I'll be using my microphone and not the pre-recorded or the instant request, but you can do with a button. Okay, so we're gonna do it by ourselves here in BeyondATC. All right, so here we are with the Pimax Crystal Super 57 PPD in VR. We got our co-pilot next to us. He's not gonna say anything. He's just there as a passenger. So first of all, we're gonna start up. Let's get the lights on. Let's get the battery on. Let's get the radios on. Right. That is set. Let's get the BeyondATC, the toolbar. You can find it up here. Here we go. And we have this one right there. And we can hide the toolbar again. Let's make this one a little bit longer. So we got frequencies. All right, let's listen to the ATIS frequency first.
Scattered at 20 per thousand, temperature 12, dew point -02, altimeter 3021, landing and departing runways 0211. Advise on initial contact. You have information Zulu. Truckee Tahoe Airport information Zulu, 1822 Zulu, wind calm, visibility 10, scattered at 20 per thousand, temperature 12, dew point -02, altimeter 3021, landing and departing runways 0211. Advise on initial contact. You have information Zulu.
All right, so that's information Zulu. Let's start up now. Engine, all right, here we go. All right, so we got a good start. Let's get the rest of the lights on. What's the temperature in here? So we got a little bit of a vent blower in here. Let's get a little bit of a temperature. All right, so we are now on Truckee ground. We are Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor. And we're gonna request to taxi. And what was the name? Closed circuits. Okay. So, Truckee ground, Beechcraft, Yankee Kilo Victor, Beechcraft Bonanza, request taxi for closed circuit. That's it. All right. Truckee ground, Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor, Beechcraft Bonanza. Request taxiing for closed circuits.
Papa Hotel Yankee Kilo Victor, runway 11 taxi via Quebec Delta Alpha Bravo.
Yankee Kilo Victor. Alright. So, runway 11. Let's set the heading bug to runway 11. Here we go. Okay, it is runway 11. Is that one? So we have to go over left. Quebec Delta Alpha Bravo. Alright. Set the trip. Parking brake is released. Here we go. Trucking ground, Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor, winch check, please.
Wind calm.
Alright, Quebec Delta Alpha Bravo, but I think we have to go in here and then Alpha. And then all the way to Bravo. Here we go. Wind's calm. We heard that, but I just wanted to show you that even that is working. So if you want to have a quick response, you can click in here, of course. So runway change, wind check, radio check. You can filter the traffic, auto-tune the radios. That's what I do in VR all the time, so I can it's easier to keep on flying in VR without fiddling with the radios. You can find all your frequencies, of course, in here, and you can read the ATIS itself right there. Alright, so the winds are calm. This is Delta. I think we'll get to Bravo here. This is Charlie. One more. Here is Charlie intersection. Let's go to Bravo.
Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor. Contact Truckee Tower 120.575. See you soon.
Switching to Truckee Tower 120.575. Papa Kilo Victor. Alright, you see frequency has changed. Let's go to the hold short line. Let's stay right here so we can see final. Right. Truckee Tower, Beechcraft, Yankee Kilo Victor, ready for departure, close traffic.
Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor, wind calm, runway 11, cleared for takeoff, make left traffic, report midfield downwind.
Cleared for takeoff, left traffic, and we'll report downwind, midfield downwind. Beechcraft Kilo Victor. You can make some mistakes while reading it back. That's the beauty of it. You know, I have been using say intentions a lot, which I still really like, but I was curious about BeyondATC VFR and how it will work. So I'm not expecting too much at the same time. It's only traffic patterns, just VFR flying, and That's it. It's the first stage, so don't expect too much from it. Say Intentions is way further ahead with VFR, but this is beyond ATC. Alright, so we are set. Everything is good. Let's get the fan blower off for a minute. Pitot heat can come on here. Alright, let's go. Left traffic. Rotate. Gears coming up. So let's go to about 7,000, well, a little bit higher. 7,000. Yeah. What, 6,900 feet. Right, now here we're gonna take a left-hand turn. Crosswind lag, and right here we're gonna make the left-hand turn downwind. Let's make this 7,000 feet, then we're good. Alright, and downwind. Trim. Midfield. Rocky Tower, Beechcraft, Yankee Kilo Victors, midfield downwind. Gears coming down.
Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor, site position.
Yankee Kilo Victors, downwind or touch and go.
Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor, runway 2, wind calm, cleared touch and go.
Clear touch and go. Beechcraft Kilo Victor. Flaps. Prop full. There's the runway. Flaps full. We don't have to report final. We are cleared for touch and go, so let's turn. Oh, a little bit too late. But let's angle in here. Here we go. Up. And we're on the go. let's ask for a low approach. But we're gonna ask that on downwind. Alright, let's turn. Gear remains down. Right, crosswind is here. And we're gonna turn to downwind. Let's climb to circuit altitude 7,000 feet. We almost have here 100 feet to go. Right, there we go. Turkey Tower, Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor, request low approach, runway 11.
Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor, say position.
Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor is downwind for a low approach, runway 11. Sorry, I had to say downwind.
Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor, runway 2, wind calm, cleared low approach.
Cleared low approach, runway 11, Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor. You have to report that you are on downwind. Get the flaps. All right, here we go. And the next one will be a full stop landing. That's better. Throttle full forward, of throttle prop full forward. Mixture is a little bit lean. Best performance. And now let's do a low approach. We're not gonna land. Gears coming up now. Flap is one stage. Right, flaps up and we're gonna climb out.
All aircraft be advised, information Alpha now current, altimeter 3019er.
3019er, 3019er, alright, let's set this one on 30. 19, okay. Alright, let's go back to downwind. We're still climbing all the way up to 7,000 feet. So let's go through the B4 landing checks. Gear is coming down. Flaps. First stage. Turkey Tower, Beechcraft, Yankee Kilo Victor, downwind for full stop landing.
Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor, runway 2, wind 260 at 6, cleared to land.
Request to land, runway 11, Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor.
Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor, roger, runway 2, cleared to land.
Runway 2. Turkey Tower, we are on a turning base for runway 11. Request to land, runway 11, Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor. Why runway 2? That's a completely different runway. Alright, something's weird here. So I do my Turkey Tower, Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor turning final for a full stop landing, runway 11. Let's see. Oh, I messed this one up.
Truckee Tower Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor, runway 11 is not active for arrivals. Please proceed to runway 20 or 29er for landing.
Alright, well that's weird. Anyhow. Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor in the go around. And we'll proceed to runway 02 for landing, Papa Kilo Victor.
Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor, roger, make left traffic, runway 2.
Left traffic, runway 2, Yankee Kilo Victor. Alright, so this is kind of weird. So we are in the go around here, but we have to make left traffic for runway 02. Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor, request right traffic, runway 2, full stop landing.
Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor, runway 2, wind 260 at 6, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 02, Yankee Kilo Victor. Alright. Well, you see, sometimes these things can change. So you do your circuits on runway 11, but then you have to do a full stop landing on runway 02. Sometimes these things change, and I was not prepared for that. I tried to use runway 11 for landing, but she wouldn't let me. There is a runway. Right, gear is down, flaps are down. Runway 2. Here we go. Well, the winds are calm, so we are good for landing here.
Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor, exit next available taxiway.
Exit next available taxiway, Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor. Alright, so that's the glider side. We're going here left at Victor. Alright. Strobe is coming off. Landing lights are off. Taxi lights are still on. And we're just gonna taxi.
Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor, contact ground 118.3. Have a good day.
Switching to ground 118.3. Bye bye, Yankee Kilo Victor. Ground, Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor, request taxi to the main apron for general aviation.
Papa Hotel Yankee Kilo Victor, say again ramp number.
Any ramp number will do, Yankee Kilo Victor.
Papa Hotel Yankee Kilo Victor, ramp 179er taxi via Golf, Quebec.
Ramp 179, taxi via Golf, Quebec. And request to cross runway 11. Now this, they don't understand, so the readback was correct. Turkey ground, Beechcraft Yankee Kilo Victor, request to cross runway 11. Well, no one's there, so we're gonna cross it ourselves. Golf, Quebec. Well, let's see where we are. Stand 179. Golf, Quebec. I don't know where that is. Oh, here's Quebec. Then 179. I have no idea where that is. I can't see the map, but we're just gonna park where we were. Now this is Say Intentions VFR. Early access, early stage. It's still just a small part of the VFR flying that you can do, but you can see you can do traffic patterns, which is amazing, of course. Now if you really want to do this, well, just and if you have the experimental branch, if you have the supporters package, then you can enjoy VFR with BeyondATC. Alright, so let's park here. Here we are. And then we're gonna switch, of course, everything off. Alright guys, I'll leave all the links in the description. If you like this, feel free to subscribe and to the channel, like the video. It's good for the algorithm. On our way to about 5,000 subscribers now. So see you all in the next video, and thanks for watching. Bye.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.